had the opportunity to see my good friend, Lieutenant Colonel Alex Taguchi, in the hospital in Landstuhl, Germany, when he first arrived back from Afghanistan. And I first met Alex a very long time ago when he was a captain, and we were training the Georgian battalions here in Tbilisi. And I walked into the hospital room with my wife, and Alex was in bed. He had just arrived from Afghanistan in horrible condition. His legs were amputated, his arms were in a cast, he had a tube in his throat. And when he first saw me come into the room, he had a big grin on his face, and he pulled me over and he gave me an embrace. And I said, "Alex, what happened?" And he couldn't speak because of the tube in his mouth. So he pointed to a piece of paper and he started writing the story. And the first thing he wrote down was, "Tell me how my soldiers are." He didn't care what kind of shape he was in, and he was in terrible shape. So both my wife and I started crying because the first question he asked was about his soldiers. And then after I told him his soldiers were fine and no one was as badly hurt as he was, he then started telling me some things and writing on the clipboard. And I was kidding him, I was joking with him about his handwriting and how terrible it was on this. And he looked up at me from the bed, and the nurse that was there said, "General, you have to understand, first of all, he's left-handed and he was writing with his right hand. And secondly, because of the differences in our alphabet, he was writing in English." So here's a soldier who is wounded terribly, whose first concern is about his own forces, who still has the courage to tell the story. And after seeing him on the battlefield and knowing all the courage that he portrayed there, to also show his courage in the hospital room as he's recovering. Well, Alex is now in the United States and he's receiving treatment. And I told him that he would get new legs, and his new legs would be better than the old ones, that they would help him run farther and jump higher. So Alex Taguchi is someone that I met here in Georgia a long time ago, fought with on the battlefields of Iraq and Afghanistan, and now he continues to be a hero to all the Georgian people.